Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, it's just me coming back to you with another video for the season 3, part 1 for Dragon Ball Z. I figured it's the way that it's set up, and you needed two parts almost because really, the fight with Vegeta and the gang, pretty much that's a fight in and of itself, and then Frieza's pretty much just toying with him the entire time. So yeah, it was good though. I enjoy. It's a different feel. Granted, for the good majority of the season, everyone's getting their butt kicked. Like Goku's not even standing a chance. But all the same, there's a lot of cool to it because pretty much, I like how in the beginning of season 3, like Vegeta's takes the nap, and it's just like he wakes up and then he's like, "Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, what's happening?" He's freaking out, and he's like about to lose his dang mind. And then you've got not Goku, Piccolo getting revived, and it's just one intense aspect. But then it's like, oh, he's not on the right part of the planet. We got to get him back. But then Guru dies, and it's like that's as far as Dragon Ball Z moments go, that'd probably be one of the more sadder moments because it's like you felt some love with Dende. You're like, dang, that sucks. They really played it on. They really played it well. Got some notes. That's why I'm looking down. But then the one part I like is like Frieza gets there, and everyone's like about to have a conniption, and Frieza and Vegeta's just like, he's got balls. He's just like, man, I don't even care. I'm taking this guy down. He ain't that tough. But then Frieza's like, I'm gonna go to my second form, and the black and white thing happens, and you're like, what is going on? And then he's like, yeah, it's over 1,000,000. And then that's pretty much when the power levels just, they're like, okay, people are really strong. It's just ridiculous. Way to just break the power level barrier. But I did like the whole Bardock scene because that gave us some nice backstory, especially for Goku, because then you're like, ooh, who's this Bardock guy? His looks a lot like Goku. What? And so yeah, that was definitely cool. Though I have to say one of the more painful scenes is in this season, like when Krillin gets skewered by Frieza. Like, they have that go on for a pretty long time. You're like, make it stop. And Vegeta's like, my God. But he's still going on about that Super Saiyan Bull. It's like, I'm getting real tired of you, Vegeta. You just need to stop it with that. It's like, mom. Enough of that. But, yeah. It's like, Krillin gets a lot of flack for, he's getting beat up and everything, but the dude, he's got some heart. He's willing to go at it, even when he's like, dude, I'm gonna get messed up. I just came back from almost dying. Gonna go after it still. Yeah, like, when he's like, hey, Frieza, here's your target. I'm like, ooh, this dude's got balls. But what I don't get is why Krillin didn't end Frieza once he did the solar flare, like when he was chasing him. Because really, you do the solar flare, he had the time. Destructo Disc, bam, he was disoriented. End of story. That obviously showed that it could hurt him, but I don't know. I guess I guess it wouldn't add for a good story. Whatever. A lot of that stuff in Dragon Ball Z they don't do the most logical of things. It's very, I guess it allows you to get the sense that if they did everything as correctly as they could, it probably wouldn't be as exciting, obviously. So I guess it adds to the depth of the character to show that they don't do everything correctly because they are fallible. So in that sense, I suppose it's acceptable because it makes for some cool stories, and I guess to that end, yeah, it's okay. The one thing I don't get is why didn't Dende, and this is going back to the whole illogical aspect, why didn't Dende heal Goku? Just go fly over there. Hey, can you go heal Goku? Get us, some help? Heaven forbid. But getting past that, Piccolo's arrival was pretty cool, and then he just like goes to town on second form Frieza, but then, you know, yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, I thought it was neat how like Dende recognizes Nail in Piccolo, and it's like, ooh, one of those cool moments. I don't know, I get a kick out of that stuff. Let's see, what else? Also, guess, oh yeah, because I read these, it's been a minute, it's been like almost 100 days since I wrote the notes, so it's kind of it's been a while. I kind of took a bit of a breather from Dragon Ball Z. I guess I didn't want it to make it feel like I had to watch it. Started again when I felt inclined. But yeah, Vegeta is a honky because he's always trying to run away, and he's always trying to plot against his team. Like it's like, oh, once they defeat Frieza, I'll beat them all. And I feel like that, and also he wasn't just as strong, but I feel like that contributed to the fact of why he was always getting the short end of the stick, because he was always trying to be conniving and trying to scheme and everything, and that just doesn't work, my man. And then Frieza starts like knocking these transformations out. Third one, fourth one, boom. Doesn't even last that long. But Gohan's one Seiko Ha, man, that thing was beast. He's just like, boom! Frieza was about to like, oh, I gotta do something before he kills me, actually. This kid might mess me up. And then that final form, man, like, you see, it's different, and that was kind of cool how they did that, how they made him look different, in a sense, from the other forms, so it was kind of cool. I like that. You know, in that part, you really do get to see a sense of Vegeta's humanity, that he's not just this, I'm a mean guy. You get a sense of, you know, who he is. You know, he's kind of busting up in tears. He's like, this is gonna suck. I am going to die. Dang it. And then Frieza just he eats a crab like a boss. He just is like, just stone cold. I'm like, that's hardcore, man. That is hardcore. Coming in. I don't know what I write sometimes on my notes on my little iPod here deal. I have Goku be coming in so dang cool. He does come in pretty cool though when everyone's like, oh, we're about dead, and Goku's like, I'm done, bounce, and he comes in and it's just like, ooh, he's got like the energy flowing around him, and what I don't get though is, again, no, there ain't no battle logic. This just doesn't make sense. How does his clothes get regenerated? I mean, his clothes were pretty beat up from at the end of season 2, and he goes in the healing tank, and there's somebody. I don't tell me they like, let's go get another pair of clothes from him. That don't work. Nah. I don't deal with that. I'd say again, Vegeta's death, that was pretty monumentous. I mean, you had some emotion there. You really felt like, okay, Vegeta's more now. They really kind of, I feel like they were like, oh man, we didn't have enough, and now Vegeta's about that, we gotta bring it together. We really gotta make it happen. And granted, he's come back into the series, but it's still one of those things where, yeah, pretty intense, pretty hardcore. Though Goku's just kind of like this guy, he's like, I don't even really care, kind of thing. Like, he seems like, you never see him cry. He's like, this kind of like, it's whatever kind of dude. Like, when Vegeta's dying, he's like, just shut up, Vegeta, just stop talking. It's like, dang. I mean, he loses his mind when he goes Super Saiyan, but all the same. But I'd not do it. I'd say it was good. I'd say it was a good, first half. We'll get into the second half, and then I'll give you my full assessment as to the overall grade of it. But for now, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully the next one will be up soon enough. Peace!